afternoon. My name is Fabián Tapia Lecaros. She is Alicia Perez and Gabriela Carrasco. We will speak about the efficiency of financing cost on the levelized cost of solar photovoltaic power. Well, I will start with the structure of presentation. We have introduction, problem, calculation, results, and finally the conclusion. The introduction. The photovoltaic solar energy has grown quickly in the recent years. This growth was due to decrease of the cost. In 2011, the cost decreased 50%, and the cost of installing decreased 20%. The objective of this study was to analyze the sum total index, and they were analyze the cost of photovoltaic energy and investment and the cost of operation. In this problem are made the following activities. 1. The importance of financing cost is investigate as a determinant factor of the cost of the solar energy. 2. It is investigate the adoption of photovoltaic energy, if it is efficient or not. And finally, LCOE value calculation include system cost, operation and maintenance cost, disassemble cost, and finally equity cost.
Among the various measures, but the levelized cost of electricity, LCOE, is the most commonly used indicator. It expresses the average cost of per unit of electricity over the lifetime of a given investment, discounting all costs, discounting all costs to their net present value at the time of installation, and dividing this by the anticipate total energy output. So, how to get LCOE? Is our 3 steps. The first step, we develop a global LCOE model and populate it with input values for our parameters that are treated uniformly our dataset. In the second step, we calculate the average electricity yield from a prototypical solar energy system in each of these countries. In the conclusion step, we calculate the weighted average cost of capital for each country by relying on various sources of data and the cost of capital. model and uniform input values. To estimate LCOE values per country, we make use of nationally specific data for the solar resource and the cost of capital, and assume uniform solar for the cost of installation, operation, and maintenance and decommissioning. In this slide, we can see the equation for LCOE per each country. This is used in this paper. The number one, solar electricity years calculation per country. For our calculation of the solar electricity year per country, SYN equal, we use the population weighted irradiation value, IRN, and performance ratio, PR. This value can be 0.55 to 0.85. The last, cost of capital and discount rate per country. As was already pointed out, the financing cost is an important input to the calculation of the LCOE. For our purpose, we use the weighted average cost of capital to determine the discount rate for every country in our sample. In this equation is the WACC for N is this each country.
An estimate LCOE for solar energy, for example, 143 countries. The data provides evidence that the most attractive country for investment in this area. Country with the height and lowest LCOE photovoltaic include the United States, Spain, Italy, and China. Germany has the height LCOE 9.2%. Has the lowering cost to the minimum calculate. Information provenient in the study is WACC 20% and LCOE 16. The result give use two important conclusions. Each goal have been reasoned from the point of view of the cost and benefits, adopting for the first time photovoltaic energy in North Country, and from the perspective of resource and global efficiency. It would make sense to explore photovoltaic energy in country. In North Country. Thank you.
No question by my part. Bradley, 1 minute, Naruto.